The cameras were live when another fiery clash erupted between Jessica Tarlov and Greg Gutfeld on the 5. Their on-air rivalry over immigration, crime, and politics is well known, but this debate quickly escalated beyond the usual back and forth. Voices rose, tensions flared, and producers stepped in. The cameras cut away, and moments later, Tarlov was escorted off set, signaling that the confrontation had crossed a line. The heated exchange happened during a sprawling debate on immigration, presidential leadership, and Donald Trump's political resurgence. Gutfeld defended Trump, citing voter frustration with policies like asylum and birthright citizenship, while Tarlov pushed back, emphasizing the difference between undocumented immigrants and legal residents. Gutfeld repeatedly interrupted, praising Trump's leadership style over President Biden's quieter approach. As the argument intensified, Gutfeld pointed to polls suggesting public support for Trump's rollback of Biden-era policies, including DEI initiatives and transgender sports rules. Tarlov countered sharply, warning of the moral risks of governing by majority opinion and criticizing populist cruelty. Mocking laughter from the audience only added to the tension. The debate reached a breaking point over social welfare and work culture, prompting producers to intervene and cut to commercial. This wasn't their first clash. In September 2025, the pair sparred over the death of conservative activist Charlie Kirk, with Tarlov urging caution in attributing political unrest to one side, and Gutfeld dismissing her both sides' argument. The exchange quickly drew widespread attention, highlighting their ongoing ideological and highly personal on-air battles. Another clash occurred in September 2024, when the two debated abortion policy, one of the nation's most divisive topics. Gutfeld framed it as a local issue, arguing that since Trump and the Supreme Court returned abortion regulation to the states, it was no longer a defining national concern. Tarlov countered sharply, pointing out Trump's inconsistent messaging and the real-world implications of shifting state restrictions. Their debates often overlap with personal barbs. In 2022, a discussion about Elon Musk's social media activity and the assault on Paul Pelosi turned tense when Gutfeld accused Tarlov of being too emotional. She fired back, noting that passion and a higher-pitched voice don't equate to emotional excess, humorously reminding him that HR watches this. The banter sparked laughter from co-host Jesse Waters and the rest of the panel, though it didn't halt the broadcast. Despite the frequent sparks, insiders say Tarlov and Gutfeld's off-camera relationship is more nuanced than their televised battles suggest. Their arguments, while intense, are part of the Five's format, a liberal-conservative dynamic designed to reflect real-life debates among friends and family with differing views. Tarlov herself has emphasized that the show's heated exchanges don't equal personal animosity. Off-camera, the pair maintains mutual respect, and Gutfeld even offered her support following her father's death, encouraging her to take the time she needed and assuring her of the team's care. This behind-the-scenes reality might surprise viewers who only see Tarlov and Gutfeld sparring on live TV. Colleagues and insiders reveal that panelists on the Five generally need to get along offset to maintain the show's chemistry, even if they are argumentative on screen. While Tarlov and Gutfeld frequently clash, these confrontations are part of a professional dynamic, not evidence of personal hostility. Gutfeld admits that occasional anger is part of his on-air persona, but he, Tarlov, and Jesse Waters maintain mutual respect off-camera, even after major blow-ups. Like the September 2025 debate over political violence, they've publicly reconciled, showing their heated exchanges don't reflect personal animosity. Gutfeld also has playful rivalries with Brian Kilmeade, whose earnest style contrasts with his sarcastic delivery. Their jokes and interruptions highlight personality clashes rather than real conflict, and both confirm their off-screen relationship is cordial. Tarlov has additional on-air rivals, including Waters and Jeanine Pirro. Debates often turn sharp and personal, like when Waters said, "They're illegal, Jessica," and Tarlov snapped, "Who's gonna do your manicure?" Or when she challenged Pirro's framing of a New Orleans vehicle incident. These moments frequently force producers to cut segments, illustrating the intensity of the Five's ideological clashes. Rivalries on the Five aren't limited to Tarlov. Juan Williams and Jeanine Pirro have also clashed intensely, especially over Trump's impeachment. In one heated segment, Williams cited polls showing majority disapproval of Trump's request for a foreign investigation, while Pirro dismissed the data as hogwash and criticized the opposition's strategy. The two shouted over each other for nearly 30 seconds, with Pirro snapping, "Don't tell me to stop, I'm a judge," and Williams retorting, "For a judge, you should know better." The exchange was so intense that co-hosts, including Waters, had to intervene to restore order. Media outlets widely covered the confrontation, exemplifying how the Five thrives on constant on-air clashes as part of its defining dynamic. The intensity of these debates has sparked strong reactions from viewers and media alike, especially when Jessica Tarlov was escorted off set by Fox producers after her heated confrontation with Greg Gutfeld. The Five's format, which intentionally blends ideological perspectives, from liberal voices like Tarlov and Juan Williams to conservative commentators such as Gutfeld, Jesse Waters, and Jeanine Pirro, virtually guarantees robust arguments, frequent interruptions, and raised voices as panelists defend sharply divergent political views. Across episodes, these debates routinely escalate into fiery exchanges. A recent discussion on gun control highlighted this dynamic perfectly. Juan Williams pushed for closing loopholes and expanding mental health resources, only to be repeatedly interrupted by Gutfeld and Waters, who challenged his framing at every turn. The rapid-fire back-and-forth typifies the high-energy exchanges that make the Five one of cable news' most viscerally contested panel shows, especially following major national events and political flashpoints. One of the most talked-about examples remains Tarlov's clash with Gutfeld over the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Moments like these, while intense, are exactly what keeps audiences engaged. The show thrives on ideological collisions, heated debate, and the unpredictability of passionate personalities confronting one another in real time. After all, interruptions, sharp challenges, and occasional sparks of personal friction are part of the program's DNA. Tarlov and Gutfeld's ongoing rivalry isn't an isolated incident. It's been building for years, episode after episode, giving viewers a front-row seat to one of television's most dynamic on-air. Side are you on? Your thoughts in the watching. If you enjoy classic Hollywood stories, timeless glamour, and legendary stars, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Share your favorite old Hollywood icon in the comments, or tell us who you'd love to see featured next. Turn on notifications so you never miss a new deep dive into Hollywood's golden age.